I grew up in the church. My dad was a youth pastor as I was growing up. We went to a more conservative church, and I've had a lot of friends who, from the same denomination, who've had a really tough time with that. But my parents were always really open to questions and really open to allowing me to be who I was. I mean, I think I spent most of high school with pink hair and leather jackets and didn't necessarily fit into what I think the church thought I should be. But my parents always had my back in that and helped me kind of become who I am and really express the person that God made me to be.
I also grew up in the church. My dad was a pastor, and my experience felt really lonely growing up. We went to several different churches, moved around quite a bit, and the common theme that I always felt very present in those church communities was that people really had these rigid beliefs that created a barrier preventing authentic relationships from forming between people. And that really led me to believe that God didn't seem to exist within church. And so I started looking outside of the four walls of a church, and eventually just got really frustrated and stopped going to church. And about 7 years ago, one of our friends from Billings just suggested that we check out Narrate. And so we did, I think begrudgingly at first, and much to my surprise, all of my expectations were shattered, and I found a place where authentic human connection was valued and the teaching felt relevant to the rest of my life and the other 6 days of the week beyond Sunday. And we began to build relationships that were so unconditional with people like the Stordals, who've poured into us in ways that I can't even express how thankful I am for them. And I think that through those relationships, that's how I started to come to know Jesus and know that God does exist. And we want to give Jonah a life with those relationships where he can know Jesus through people and not through rigid rules.
We want to dedicate Jonah at Narrate because of what Narrate does for the larger community of Helena, which is where we've really found a home. Both Jenny and I, having moved around a little bit growing up, really value this place and the home that we found here. And we really love what Narrate has done and the vision of Narrate to really make an impact in Helena and make this place a better place to live. And so we just want Jonah to grow up as a part of that, and we need help.
Obviously.
So we want help from people who we like, and we like the people in Narrate.